Should have made some coffee. But I didn't.
There's some extremely dark coffee in the pot.
That Blackbeard stuff?
It's half Blackbeard, half Huckleberry.
Yeah, you lost me a Huckleberry. I don't get the fruit with the coffee. It's just, that ain't for me. To each his own. To each his own. Nope. Demi? There we go. Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Long time no talk. Well, I'm sitting on my fat tuchus, Lanny. What you doing? I hadn't forgot about your stickers, man. I've been out. I miscalculated how many I had, so I got some new ones coming in next week, and then I'll finally be able to get stickers to you. I got you and several other guys sitting on my list to send out, so I get those out hopefully next week or the week after. What's up, Sean? How you doing, bud? Hope you're feeling okay. Hockey bro, I'm not sure. Exactly. Not sure exactly. I think a lot of people might be over at Mike's Live tonight, so this might be a quick one. We'll wait and see. Sean, he's laid back. He said you can spell it however you want it. I'm not that way with Brian, though. I want it spelled right. That's why I put Bubba. Everybody can spell Bubba. I appreciate it, Gilbert. Mario, what's up, brother? How you doing? How you doing? Appreciate it, Gilbert. Thank you very much. I was a day late on the Warncliffe Wednesday, but I made sure to tote one today. It's hard to go wrong with the Warncliffe. Ain't that right, Mario? What's up, Zero Laser? You know what's funny? I did my little short this morning of what I was toting, and I had a whole other knife and slip in my pocket and forgot about it. So I don't know if I was just that tired or that forgetful or what. Yeah, Lanny, that's the only single blade trapper I got. Sorry, proper English, that I have. What's up, Matt? Matt, I was getting ready to show off something from you. But yeah, that's the only single blade trapper that I have, but I love it. It's so thin. I dig it. Well, while the man himself is in the chat, Matt asked for my address the other day and got a nice little card in the mail. Got some stickers from him and Crawford, which I love my stickers. Orange camo ghost leather. Y'all, that's gorgeous. Now, Matt knows, as a Dogs fan, the oranges is a little hard for us sometimes. But I carried another orange slip today. Truly, that's what I carried my single blade in today. But that ghost leather, man. And your stamp is just awesome. That is just fantastic. So Matt, I can't thank you enough, brother. Oh, love that. Love that leather smell. And that ghost leather, I don't truly understand it, how it works, but it looks awesome. So thank you so much, brother. I will be rocking it tomorrow. Got to figure out what I'm going to put in it. But it'll definitely get used tomorrow. Yeah. Like I said, I don't understand the ghost leather, but I love the look of it. And I do need to know, has a wax coating on it? Okay. And I do need to know where you got your stamp made, if you don't mind. I'm going to try to mill some brass on my CNC machine to see if I can do it. I just don't know if I can get as small as, like, you know, the words Knife Crazy. Like the rest of it I could probably do. But that tiny little letters there, whew, I don't know how they did that. But that thing is gorgeous. Well, it looks like it'll hold a trapper. Oh, yeah. Single blade fits in there beautifully. So I reckon I'll be toting that single blade tomorrow. Wears off with use, looks vintage. I'm vintage. I love vintage. Yes, I do. Man, I love that. But the Holy Ghost don't wear off. Oh, really? We're going with a Goonies reference? It's terrible. Bunch of children. Sheepdog, it seems that way, don't it? What's up, Chris? Good to see you, brother. I also carried the 75 pattern in amber bone today. This is a 2024. But I mean, it's in good shape. Case did pretty good on this one. The blade rub is very minimal. I mean, actually, there might not be any. Yeah, I don't guess there is. Case got this one right, which is, you know, that's hard to say on their newer stuff, but yeah, they did good on that one. And then I carried this 1990. This is what I forgot. This was in my pocket in a Stephen Jeffrey slip this morning, but it's a 1990 18 pattern. Got them teeners on there, if y'all can see. What's up, brother George? But it's in good shape. Just got them teeners. I mean, it's 35 years old. I mean, nowadays that's old enough to be a pawpaw. So pawpaw teeners, as HT would say. So I got this in a trade with Matt Mike from Make Cutlery Great Again. I haven't even cleaned it up yet, but toted it for the first time today. So that's what I was toting. Yeah, Gilbert, I've already said hey. Hope everybody's doing good today. For those of you that just got in, I was showing off this orange camo ghost leather slip from Matt at Knife Crazy. And that thing looked good. Beautiful slip. Absolutely love that. That'll be toting my Warncliffe single blade trapper tomorrow. That'll be in my pocket. Yes, sir. I appreciate it, Gilbert. Thank you very much. Chris, you can keep that 15 inches of snow. You can absolutely keep it. Want no part of it. I'm going to show y'all a couple I've never shown you. This old girl has seen better days. So you recognize the pattern. Folding Hunter. Old Timer. .25 OT. And I haven't cleaned it up all the way yet. I did a little bit of work to it, but I'm not gonna slam it down because I don't want to risk breaking nothing. But it was way worse than that. But if you look on the back, I mean, she was, what they say, rode hard and put away wet. I mean, it's beat up, but it's a lot better than it was. I got before pictures. The main blade has just a touch blade wobble side to side, not much, 64th or less. So I took a mallet to it. I was beating the doo-doo out of that bolster. Didn't realize it was the Swindon pin or whatever it's called. There ain't no tightening it up. It is what it is. So that was a instance of normally I ask on eBay purchases if it has blade wobble. I did not. So that's on me. But she'll be a good placeholder till I can find a better one. But for those of you that care about blade centering, that's pretty stinking good right there, in my opinion. Yeah, Sheepdog, I do too. And I've already decided if I can find at some point a better one of this one, I'm gonna get this one took apart. I might do it myself and replace, fix the inside, tighten up the blade, and do stag or another wood. But that's the thought process if I get a better one to replace this one. What's up, Kevin? Long time no chat. And then I reckon most people know what that is. OT. Five OT stainless. I think it will be, Sheepdog. Uh-oh, Whipple in the house. Royalties in the house. Y'all watch out now. 5 OT. I don't think it's ever been sharpened. That thing is in excellent shape. And I like that green. It reminds me of them Schrade skull knives. But it's kind of like a mini Hunter. So it fits in my criteria for collecting. Appreciate it, Lanny. I like it. I would like to get all the OTs in green. Green's not even my favorite color, but they just look so cool. And those skull knives, I don't dip or nothing, but I like those skull knives. Well, I've got a 5 and a 6 now, even though the 6 is, the 6 is the OG kind of look. But the green, yeah, unique is the word. That's why I like them ones that say Skull and Copenhagen, just because they're different. Very, very different. And this is the last one I had sold. A Kershaw knife. The little green one is a 5, Dennis. This is a 25 OT Folding Hunter. Sean, it is a canvas, but it's a printed canvas from Montana. Flathead Lake? Flathead Lake? I can never get it right. Goose Lake?
Wild Goose Island.
Wild Goose Island.
St. Mary's Lake.
St. Mary's Lake. My wife's from Montana, so she always gives me that look like, you dummy, I've told you 100 times. But so it's big too. I don't know, was it 60 inches? It might be 60 inches. We got it a few years ago. But yeah, it's beautiful. I forget what website we got it off of. And we thought about putting a frame on it, but it just looks so good like that, we just left it. But yeah, that way my wife can see a little bit of Montana every day. And that's the wifey over here. She pulled a muscle up in her neck and shoulders, so she's hurting a little bit right now. But all the kids are out of the house at a friend's house, so it's just us, me and Mama. Yes, Montana is beautiful. That's where I met her. I got the best one in Montana. Your co-pilot sitting by you? That's good. All right, this is the last one that has not been shown on the channel, as far as I can remember. And it's definitely my pattern. Yeah, them Copenhagens and the skulls have both went so high, Dennis. I'm not paying for one at them prices. I ain't daring it. Best wife for sure, Matt. Not the painting. The wife's the best. Try and get me in trouble. She got her AirPods in. She might not hear us. All right, so if y'all know about what's his name? Bill Sharper Deals on Facebook. This came from him. And it's got carbon spots on it. It's basically new, but just the carbon. I have not tried to clean it. I've only had it in for a week or so, but it's the Oil Rig Trapper in black bone. Just beautiful. I love what Moormaker does. Granted, it's basically a copy of Case, but I love it. But if you see on the blade there, you can see some spots, which if it's stainless, I don't understand, so I'm assuming it's not stainless. Let's see here. I don't slam blades down no more. 2014. So, I'm not sure if this is actually Moormaker or if this was Baron Son. I don't know when Baron Son took over. So I'm gonna clean her up. I'm gonna order me some of them sunshine claws. You know, it's funny, I had seen Preacher Billy at Deep South use them, and I forgot about them. And the other day I saw Matt on his live do them again, and I was like, oh, I got to get that. So Matt sold me on them things for sure. Moormaker has never made the knives? Yeah, Lanny, I agree. That shield is awesome. And Bill had some other ones too. If I could have flipped enough knives quick enough, I would have grabbed all of them. He had a white bone, he had a red bone, all three with the oil rig. Yeah, George, it's sharp. So I'm gonna clean it up and get all the spots off of it. It's so shiny. I would have thought it was stainless, but it don't say stainless, so it might be carbon. Mario, you might be right. It doesn't say. I'll need to go to their website and look. But yeah, oil rig. I thought that was cool. Oh, always use other companies. Hello, Emma. How are you doing? Yeah, me too, Dennis, because this is the wife's month here. So I got this because I sold something to cover it. Otherwise, I'm missing out on a bunch of stuff this month. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm selling some stuff that's not really in the collection. I've sold basically all of it. So the rest of it, I'm just going to donate. Got a couple things I'm going to send to some guys and then probably send the rest to Doc for his next auction. But that's what I had to show today. What's everybody else toting? Yeah, Dennis, just trying to organize a little more, and focus. I mean, there's a lot of case patterns I still want to get at least one of, but I'm not going to just go out and be like, oh, cool Kershaw, I'm going to buy that. Oh, cool camp knife, I'm going to buy that. That's what I was doing before. So I'm going to be very selective. I'm going to focus hard on the trappers, the folding hunters, the sodbusters, mainly the sodbuster juniors, honestly. And then the hunter style, 110s, 112s, 6OTs, LB7s, all those. Buck 112 Pro, yeah, boy, I love that 112 Pro, man. That's a good looking knife. Buck Solo, nice. 78K Stag Jack. Stag. I had a buddy tell me where there's a, I don't know what year it was. It's not very old, just in the past few years, but a Case Kickstart Trapper Lock Bone Stag for $90. So yeah, I told him, I said, March 1st, I'll probably be having you go back to that place and see if it's still there. If you sweet, talk me into a nice trade. I have a Copenhagen and the matching 8 Copenhagen 5 Cope and the matching 8 Stockman. All right, I honestly don't know what 5 Cope is, Chris. Forgive my ignorance. All right, George, be careful, brother. What do you say about orange? You misplaced your 110 orange? Well, daggum. 21 Junior Knife Collector, 2160T, a 60T? Is that what we mean? A 50T and an 80T. Okay. Ew. Okay, so the 80T, is that bigger than the 60T? Forgive my ignorance. Kissing Crane. Man, that mini Praxis, that's on my list, Sheepdog. That's on my list. And yes, Lanny, the 60T, I got one, man, 3 or 4 weeks ago. I've literally toted it every day except for church on Sundays and today. Like, it's been on my side every day. I love that thing. 80T. Oh, 80T is the large stop. That's right. So I have the regular Schrade 80T. Actually, Billy, this is 3 lives today. I'm trying to win a championship. All right, Chris, we'll have to talk. I don't know how much stuff I have left that I am willing to get rid of. That's going to be my problem. He must be calling me. Yeah, I don't know you. Go away. Yeah. The Walmart around here never has Civivis in stock, ever. Never have the, when I go in, they never have, either one of the Walmarts in my area neither have the Civivis or the bug out killers. The Ozark Trail $5, never have them. Every now and then they'll have some Swiss Techs, but not much, because I'd like to try one of those at some point too. Billy, I got you. Billy, was it you who was asking for a keychain flashlight? Uno momento. I can smell that orange. My wife's eating an orange. All right, Billy, you know how big the Zippo is? How's that size? It has been on my keychain, so the paint is a little scratched up. Squatch, that don't surprise me at all. So Billy, this is an i3 i3E EOS. It's bright. I almost said it's sharp. It's bright. So I'm gonna put this in the mail to you, okay? That's coming to you. What kind of you sent me all that leather, so that's the least I can do. I might throw you a knife in there too. I don't know what kind of stuff you like, but I might just randomly throw you something in there. It's a great community, guys. People here are just fantastic. They really are. I'm thoroughly amazed at how nice everybody's been. Well, there's been a few outliers here in the past few weeks. I'm gonna get some crosses made too, Billy. Tomorrow's Valentine's. My wife's birthday party is Sunday. Her birthday Monday. So probably next weekend, hopefully I can, or during the week next week, if my work's not too busy, I can start pumping out some crosses. I can get them done quicker if I just cut them and ship them out and don't do all the sanding. So I've already had one person tell me, look, just send them to me and I'll sand them myself. So I might end up having to do that with some, because each one takes so long to sand to where I'm happy with it, you know, because I want it to be comfortable. You know, like this is the one from Brother Dwayne, and it's comfortable. These are mass produced, so they aren't even the smoothest, but I tried to get mine a little bit smoother on the edges if I can, but it just takes a while. But yes, I'm gonna get some crosses made. I finished the design today on a knife stand I'm sending out as a gift, so I got to get cutting on it. Saturday after we decorate for my wife's party, and then maybe Monday after her party if we have enough time. I heard that. Is that your lower back? Was it a good pain or no, bad? We call her Rice Krispies because she cracks everywhere she goes. Snap, crackle, pop. Sorry. Oh man. Forgive me. A little quieter on this live tonight. She has AirPods in. She didn't hear me.
You're forgetting, I only always put one in because I'm used to having to listen to our children.
So she did hear. Well, when you're busted, you're busted. Yeah, she does for sure. She's got like, oh man, I don't even know what's the word for excellent hearing. I don't even know. And she has a nose, like the kids will be cooking something and she'll be like, you might want to go check your whatever, you know, like if they're doing a pizza or whatever, they'll go in there and look. Mama's got a minute left. You might want to check it. And they'll look. Oh yeah, it's done. She has a nose. She knows when stuff is done. Oh, we got a bunch of rain, Dennis. It was still raining this morning. About tired of the rain. I know we need it, but I'm tired of it. I don't think she reads my mind yet, unless I give her one of them looks like, hey. That's not really my mind. I'm trying to drink more water because in the winter, when it's colder, I don't get thirsty. And I know it contributes to headaches and stuff for me, so trying to do better. Mario said he doesn't even think anything and his wife's already heard it. Mario, I think your wife and mine would get along really well, so let's never get them together.
It's pretty safe to say I can tell you you have one of a handful of things on your mind.
Probably.
Me.
Yep.
Sleep.
Yep.
Food.
Yep.
Knives.
Pretty much that order, too. At least you being number one. 9 degrees. Nope. Don't want no part of it. Wife's over 50% deaf. Always accused of yelling. I'm not. Sorry. I shouldn't have laughed. But were you yelling? Maybe. Just a little bit. Now, see, I haven't watched Big J yet. I'm subscribed, but his stuff never comes up on my feed. Like today, I saw a post from Catfish Bum. I've been subscribed, never seen anything come up on my feed. So I went through and watched every one of his shorts because I felt bad and liked every one of them. What's up, Ian? Hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit. Fifth time repeat. She has to do that with me too. Excuse me. Where was Big J selling? On Instagram or YouTube? Actually, I might have seen his stuff on Instagram. I might have. I don't remember. It was on YouTube? Well then, no. Somebody was selling on Instagram. But I don't remember who it was. Georgia, United States, Ian. So yeah, I didn't see that. His stuff don't come across my feed either. I guess I need to go hit the all button on the bell for him. Every now and then, J.O. Ventures will come across. Big Red EDC, his lives, I get notified about his lives, but I don't seem to see his other posts. I have all selected for Mario, and I didn't see his till like, I don't know, 8-12 hours later from yesterday. Make Cutlery Great Again, his come across when he posts something. Kevin's come across. Hunting, Fishing, Praying don't, even though I have all selected. So it's weird. I don't really understand it. All right, Lanny. Be good to your sweetie pie. Yeah, YouTube is fickle. I agree. I don't understand it, but that's okay. I don't need to understand it. I'm just here to have fun. I'm not here to get 1 million subscribers. I'm not here to, did I say subscribers? I'm not here to make money. Wouldn't be mad if a company want to be like, hey, review our knives and keep them. I wouldn't be mad at that. As long as they let me be brutally honest. If they suck, I'm going to say they suck. That's crazy, Squatch. I'm always talking about God. Yeah, that's true too, Mario. Same thing. Absolutely same thing. Absolutely, Kevin. Made some great friends here. For sure. I'm gonna, if y'all, I don't know if y'all was on my live this afternoon, there's a retired state trooper here in my town who's been watching the channel, and his wife reached out to me. She said he don't do social media, but he'd love to meet with you and visit and talk knives and whatever. So I got his number. I texted him. We're gonna schedule a time to get together with him. That'll be kind of cool. That made me feel way more important than I am. Maybe important's the wrong word, but Ian, I have no opinion because I've never held one. Squatch, I don't sleep good, bud. And I've only had the one giant drink today. But no, I'm good. I'm good. Uh, honestly, it's the sitting up for me. I'm used to, this is my spot. Like the couch is formed to my butt right here. So I'm used to sitting back, but I look even fatter when I lay all back like that. And it wouldn't be very good for the live. So it's just sitting up has me a little uncomfortable. Sitting on the edge of the couch. Now, Ian, I have what they call the Bug Out Killer. It's the $5 Walmart special. And it's pretty good for being a $5 knife. I ain't gonna lie. It's pretty good. And another good knife for $30 or less. Y'all see how quick that went up? It's called the CJRB. This model is the Pyrite Light. Fantastic. Yeah, I have the Stormtrooper and Darth Vader. Yeah, I don't even know what the Bug Out runs. I know it's over 100. Because the Griptilian, I think it was around 100 before COVID, back in 2015. No, 2018. The Griptilian was 100 then, so 140 for the Bug Out. 170 up there. You can probably find a better deal than that, Ian. You just need to look around. Check out Big Red EDC here on YouTube and go to one of his videos, and at the bottom under his information on the videos, the description, he's got affiliate links for a whole bunch of companies where you get some discounts, and there might be one for Benchmade in there too. Yeah, that copper was nice. I know some people, though, they say they like that, what's that called, the Mini Osborne? Some of them like the Mini Osborne better than the Bug Out. Like I said, I've never held a Benchmade other than the Griptilian, so I don't have no info to really put in there. Oh, Benchmades went up, James. Hey, James. James lurking in the background again. Didn't even know he was in here. I love that about you, James. You're always the same. I love it. Kevin, I don't know where you got the copper one. An SFO with aluminum scales, M390. It was 300. Have a great night, Dennis. God bless you, brother. Thank you for coming and joining in. SFO? I don't know what that is. I don't know enough about the Benchmades. I'd like to own one day, just so I can say I have one. Papa Squatch, that's awesome. But I would like to be able to go to a place where I can, like, you know, as HT would say, I want to coon finger all the different Benchmades to decide which one I would want. That's what I want to do. I don't want to be ordering more knives unless they're, you know, less than 40 bucks. Unless I can, new ones, you know, vintage is different. But new ones, I don't want to order them for more than 40 bucks if I can't coon finger them and know what I like. I love that coon finger. It just sounds so weird. Special factory order. How do I change chat filter? There we go. All messages. There we go. Put them in the right order there. Yeah, I ain't paying $300 for a knife normally. I never had. Well, no, I didn't. I paid for 3 mother of pearl cases and an Atlanta Braves special edition case knife. I paid $380 for all 4 of those, and I flipped them all to 4 different people, 4 knives to 4 different people, and I doubled my money. No, I more than doubled my money. $380. I think I sold all of them for Is it 380? I think it was 380. But yeah, I sold them all for like 800 plus. Customizing prices vary depending on. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the Buck is different. Absolutely, because you know what you're getting with a Buck. Buck is just jam up right out of the box. I love vintage case, but for mass produced, let me rephrase. Mass produced American made knives without going into the stupid $700-800 knives, you know, and customs. Just mass produced American made knives. Buck's the king. Hands down. Hands down, they're the king. But when I can get something like this for 30 bucks, there's no way, even if I'm a millionaire, I'm dropping 800 on a Grimsmo. You know, I'm just not doing it. Now, I'm not saying if I had that kind of money that I wouldn't drop 150, 200 on a Benchmade. I probably would. But these $700-800 Chris Reeves and Medford and Hinderer, they're beautiful knives. They absolutely are. It's not my jam. Oh, Ian, I'm a gun guy. I love my guns. I don't have enough. Dave, you still toting your red shovel? I laughed out loud at work when I saw that, buddy. I forgot to respond, but I laughed out loud. That was so funny. Thanks, George. You toured, hold up, Squatch, you dropped 600 bucks where? At Buck or Benchmade? And Ian, I'm a Glock guy. Over the past 7 years, I've bought and sold more guns than I can remember. I currently only own a couple because I went through a hard spot and had to sell some stuff. But I'm a Glock guy. Absolutely a Glock guy. All right, Squatch, Buck. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I can see spending, yeah. Especially if you get into fixed blades. Fixed blades, their fixed blades get pricey. Hey, Weatherby's good. You're going old school with Weatherby. Weatherby been around a long time. Weatherby's at least, what, at least 80? It's at least 80 years old, not more. George, if I spent 600 on a knife, we'd be living in a car. All of us. So yeah, I ain't doing that. For sure. I'd like to have the ability to, but I'm not going to do it. Yeah, honestly, Sheepdog, I haven't even really looked at all of them, so I don't even know what all Benchmade has. The 110 auto and the 112 auto from Buck are on my list. The 124, I don't know what that one is. The 43X, I've never owned. I'm a 19 guy. I love my Glock 19. But I've went through the gambit. You know, I've tried Tauruses. I tried Taurus 3 or 4 different times. I'll never go back to a Taurus semi-automatic unless I was just down on my luck and that's all I could afford. I've tried SIG, which was great. I've tried several different Springfields, and I loved all the Springfields that I had. What else have I tried? Canic. What else have I tried? I have not tried Smith & Wesson. I've tried Ruger. Yeah, so I've tried a bunch of them, and I always go back to the Glock because I'm accurate. You know, I'm comfortable carrying it. Even though it's bigger than the Hellcat that I had, it's more comfortable for me to carry. It don't make sense, but I'm comfortable with it, and you need to get a gun that, one, you're comfortable with, thus you will carry it, and two, you're going to be accurate with. And I can drive tax with the 19. I couldn't with the others. I ain't going to laugh at a Smith & Wesson 40, except the fact that the 140 I've owned was a Taurus, and I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. $800 forged fixed blade. Hey, now I'll take a gift of an $800 knife. You found Bubba singing on YouTube. He gets it. I get what? What do I get? Taurus 40. The Taurus I had, Squatch, was the PT 24/7 G2. I think is what it's called. And I kid you not, at 21 feet, so I was at 7 yards, I was 6'8" inches left. Never with any other gun I could have been blindfolded with a Glock and hit better than that. I don't know what the deal was. It was one of them single action, double action deals. Freaking hated it. I'm just going back to Glocks. Yeah, the M&Ps are nice. I used to run a pawn shop. We sold a butt crap ton of guns, and man, then we sold M&Ps left and right. Could not keep them on the shelf. The one Taurus semi-auto I would go with, I don't remember the model number, but it's their version of the Beretta 92, way back in the day. It's basically a 92 clone. That's a good gun. That's a good Taurus semi-auto. But beyond that, I'm done with Taurus. I haven't had good luck. VP9, is that H&K? Blue Sycamore's a pretty knife there, Trevor. That is a pretty knife. It sure is. Yeah, them H&Ks are nice too. We didn't sell them very often because I was in Winder, Georgia. Most people didn't want to spend the money for an H&K. Well, I don't know, Trevor. I don't know what I got that you would want. And more importantly, what I want to give up. But you can message me and we'll see. Louis, I am good, brother. But more importantly, how are you? I saw you said you hadn't been feeling good. Yeah, look, that's the problem, Trevor, for sure. That is the problem. I'm getting so hooked on what I got. Excuse me. Now, if Chris Geary has this one in the Copenhagen, like he's talking about, then this one will be up on the block because I won't need 2 5.0Ts. Yeah, if you don't like giving stuff up at 15 years of age or however old you are, you definitely ain't gonna like it when you get older. It's hard. Shut up, Kevin. Kevin says dibs on everything. But I would, there goes James. But if there's somebody I would let call dibs, it's Kevin and James. Yeah, I would. FNN 509. I don't know the 509, Ian. That FN, the one FN I wanted to, I've never shot a 5.728. I want to shoot one of those. I would never carry one. I mean, the doggone gun's that long. Bigger than my iPad. That's just too big. Well, Louis, I hope you get to feeling better quick, brother. If you can get your hands on some honey and ginger, take some of that. My wife does this. She mixes up honey, lemon, and ginger, and I guess kind of boils it all together and then jars it. It's really good, and she does elderberry stuff too. Yeah, I want all the knives too, and all the guns, and all the Zippos. I want them all. I want it all, or nothing at all. Yeah, my wife, she loves the essential oils. We used to be part of Young Living essential oils, but it just got too expensive. So we go with Plant Therapy, I think it's called, off of Amazon, and it's good. No issues. Hey, look, Sheepdog, you ain't kidding. Look, them hot toddies, they do work. They really do work. Yeah, Revive. We've used Revive. Yep, but hot toddies, a little bit of whiskey, and some of that stuff definitely does work. The old school stuff just works. You know, the natural stuff. I'm not a tree hugger, and I'm not crunchy and all that. All right, Squatch. Pray you feel better, buddy. Yeah, man. Louis, absolutely. My wife actually buys the berries off Amazon, and then she brews it herself, and like two of my kids, they don't like the taste of it, but me and my oldest boy, I think it's delicious, and it really helps stave off sickness and helps um, kick out what you got in you. So I believe in that stuff. But yeah, the old natural remedies really work. They do. I have drank raw milk straight out of a cow before. I ain't been doing the carnivore here lately, Trevor. I've just been trying to eat better. It's so expensive to try to eat carnivore right now, and especially with eggs being $7 a dozen. Yeah, but I have done the raw milk. My best friend growing up, they had a neighbor who had cows, and we drank the milk straight from the cows before. It was good. It was good. And then they would take it if they wanted something sweet. They'd just go get a glass of that milk and dump some sugar in there, stir it up, and it was like a vanilla milkshake. That's what they said. I don't remember trying it, but they did. Okay. Okay. Yeah. My wife wants chickens one day. I would like chickens too. Um, she doesn't want a rooster. I kind of want a rooster, even though I know they're butt heads. But that rooster hits me one time, he gonna be deep fried. Straight Amish. You're not Amish though. Welcome back, Gilbert. I don't know any Amish people. He said not yet. I've met some Mennonites before. And in Montana, they have a different thing. It's called Hutterites. They're German, and they kind of dress like Amish, but they drive vehicles and they drink beer, and um, they're different. Definitely a lot of not a lot of blood variety up there in that group of people. Because I know someone who was offered to come in and bring not Montana people, just these Hutterites, just the Hutterites. But James was offered to come and bring new blood into their village, and he's like, no, thank you. uh, but my wife's from Montana, and she's not part of that. Yeah, definitely different. We have Mennonites, some around here. They're good people, real good people. Well, we were in Great Falls. Do you remember where the Hutterites were? What town that was near?
Depends on which ones.
The ones who we would always see in Great Falls. I would imagine they didn't drive too far. Were they out in Vaughn or Fairfield?
No, I think up by Shodo.
Shodo. That's where the ski resort is. Shodo. The ski place, I think. Big Sky?
Again, there's several.
Okay, is Big Sky at Shodo?
I don't remember.
Okay. Anyways, up near Shodo. Choteau, Shodo, Montana. New York. Hey, Chris is still in the house. Chris being quiet, lurking. Chris gonna get all that snow. Chris, you said you're gonna get overtime because of the snow? I guess I don't even know what you do. Is that so you work for the city? Thanks, Louie. Not sometimes. Sometimes I hit some really sour notes. I had a bad one at church last night. But I eventually got it. Piano player had to jump in and help me to get me back on track. Sometimes it's one thing in my head and it comes out different here, or sometimes I just can't remember the tune, even though it's a song I've been singing for years. I used to watch on YouTube. There's this channel called Stanley Dirt Monkey. I can't pronounce his last name. He's up in Minnesota, I think. And he'll like video their landscape and stuff and their snow plowing and stuff. And I like watching with the snow plow stuff. I don't know why, but I like it. And he looks like Richard Rollins from Fast and Loud, kind of in the face, but minus all the curse words from Richard Rollins from Fast and Loud, Gas Monkey, you know. Mechanic, we use loaders and skid steers, clean the yard. Got an under table gig too. Okay, cool, man. Louis. But I don't feel that way. I don't want nothing if I can't have it all. Just let me have something. Yeah, I was doing side gigs last year, doing Uber and Lyft to try to help, make ends meet. And I'm gonna be doing more stuff with my woodworking this year. See you, Gilbert. Doing more stuff with my woodworking to try to bring in some more side money. Plus, it's stuff I enjoy doing. I just got to get my garage organized because when it's unorganized, I don't want to go down there and work. What I want is to give somebody, like, look, here's $200. Organize, clean my garage. That's what I want. Where's mine, Mario? Corn tortillas? Corn? Well, hello, my Motolito. But yeah, I got a couple of mods in here, Trevor. We good. I ain't worried about these knuckleheads. See you, bud. Yeah, I got to get it going. I just got to get set up down there where I can work efficiently. You know what I mean? Flour tortillas are okay. So look, the tacos we grew up eating, so simple. It was ground beef, oil going in a skillet. You drop in you have a corn tortilla. You put the ground beef in there. You lay it in there on one side down. You kind of hold it. My grandma would hold it with her hands. I hold it with a spatula. You let it just get barely brown. You flip it. Let it get barely brown. You pull it out on a rack with paper towels, let it drain, and while it's still hot, you pinch it open, sprinkle shredded cheddar, and that's it. No seasoning, no nothing. Then you can put your vegetables, your salsa, your sour cream, hot sauce, whatever. It sounds bland, but y'all, I don't know if it was grandma's skillet that had so much seasoning in it, but even my wife's, when she does them here, it's just fantastic, and it's just no seasoning. I guess it's just the grease and the corn tortilla. But what I really want is tamales. I used to work with this guy, and his grandmama would make tamales, and he'd bring them like the huge 64 quart, whatever the big cooler is, and he'd sell the whole thing at lunch. He'd sell all of them for her. And it was, she made good money. They weren't bad priced either. It was like a dozen tortillas, a dozen tamales was like $6 or $8. Like, they sold them real cheap. It probably was a skillet. But like I said, my wife, we have a cast iron. We don't really use it. But she gets them just as tasty. At least I feel they are. I haven't had grandma's in over a decade, so it could be different. But seriously, just so delicious for something so simple. All right, I'm gonna lean back. I hope that's okay with y'all. Y'all forgive me. I'm gonna move y'all real quick. Don't get seasick. Y'all can all be comfortable. I want to be comfortable too. Well, Kevin, I don't think we're going to talk about mental health right now, are we? We don't need to do that. But I definitely need some kind of help in my life for sure. See, Mario, that's smart. But the thing is, tamales, I know it takes a lot of work. Oh, Dave, if you touch my wife's painting, you got to deal with her. Don't you dare. Mm-mm-mm-mm. She might love that thing more than me. I don't know. I don't want to find out. I don't want to ask her. So, ooh, I feel sorry for y'all. She's a sweetheart of a lady, but don't mess with her Montana stuff. Plus, then I got to buy another one. That was expensive. $25 for a dollar an empanada? Sheesh. Are those sweet or savory or both? What I need around here is somebody who'll hook me up with Jamaican beef patties for a good price. That's what I need. Man, I'm gonna end up owing people money. Y'all try to auction me off. Kevin said, let's auction Bubba off for his wife. I said, I'm gonna end up owing people on that one.
It'd be like trying to get rid of the kids. You just get brought back.
The kids will definitely get brought back. Chris says up there in Albany, New York, he's got a lady that sells empanadas 20. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Okay. That's stupid. All because of a phone call. I don't want to talk to them people who I don't know who they were, but I don't want to talk to them anyways. And so you are back from outer space. We watched The Replacements yesterday, so that Gloria Gaynor song is on my mind. Good movie. Well, not good movie, but entertaining movie. Yeah, Louie, you had all kind of problems the other night, man. I think sometimes YouTube just likes to screw with people. And then nobody was in there who you kept picking to win your prizes, man. That was crazy. I felt bad for Louie. Trying to do something nice and people not even paying attention. Oh, I eat 6 when I do the carnivore. I'll eat 6 eggs um, with some Texas Pete. Yep, because that'll be all I eat. I did not say $50 for the painting. No, I did not. Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Mm-mm. Nope. Negative, Ghost Rider. Excuse me. I think we paid $150 or more for that. Whoa! Did Todd put out a new video? See, I didn't get notified of that. I gotta go check that out. Although my cousin came to me at church last night and held his phone up, and it was a picture of a blue Kirinite or whatever it's called, case trapper, and it said Pocket EDC. I said, "Oh, that's Todd." So, is maybe that's what it was. I'll definitely have to go check that out. Because Dave, you're the Dave that he made the floating knife for, right? I think I'm correct on that. So I thought that was really cool that he did that. Okay, I thought so. Oh, it's something else, Mario? Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely go watch that as soon as I get off here. Yeah, Todd seems like a cool guy. Maybe one day we can get the brothers in the Great White North together with some of us Southerners. We can all have a meetup somewhere one day. It'll be hard to do living as far away as we do from each other and in different countries. Oh, I saw the I did see a thumbnail, or somebody has shared something about Lucille. Okay, I got you. And I saw Ian had said something. Plans for the weekend. Um, yeah, we're planning for my wife's 40th party, which is Sunday afternoon, and we're decorating the church fellowship hall on Saturday. And we were going to try to go to Melting Pot, and we tried to reserve last week, and it was already all booked up except for 2 p.m. tomorrow. I'm not leaving work to go to Melting Pot at 2. So she's like, I don't really care if we do anything tomorrow night because we're going to do Melting Pot next week now. But we might still go do Olive Garden or something that she likes. Because me, I'm a steak guy. But Olive Garden used to have a Parmesan crusted steak that was pretty good. I don't know if they still do. Billy said, "Happy birthday, Mrs. Bubba."
Thank you.
Her name is Jessica, if y'all wanted to know. But thank you for that, Billy. She's turning
40, and I've earned every daggum year of it, so you might as well say it.
I was trying to be nice.
No, it's like every little gray hair on my head. I have
Oh,
earned it.
honey, you ain't got the gray. I got the gray. Y'all can get her an arthritis-free body. She would love that.
Well, no, apparently the arthritis is not the problem. It's the fibro.
Oh, the fibromyalgia. Either way. Yeah, Trevor, no. See, that shows how young you are. You don't even joke like that. Don't even joke like that. Ian's young too. Happy birthday from Ian. He just turned 20. He's a baby. Well, Trevor's the real baby in the group.
Baby, you have a child that is about to be 20.
I know, baby still. At least she acts like one. My dad's 83, Trevor. My dad will be 84 in May. I'm sure my dad's older than all y'all. My dad was already over 40 when he had me. You didn't have to retract that, Trevor. That wasn't no problem. Not no problem at all. Solid 37. I just turned 42. She's turning 40. Our daughter's about to be 20. And then we'll have an 18-year-old in July and a 13-year-old in May. You had your daughter at 40? Okay. Yeah, my dad was 41 and a half, basically, when they had me. And my mom was $29.5. A Theragun? I don't know what a Theragun is. Oh, he retracted it. Must have been a typo. Oldest daughter is 35. Massage gun. Oh, we've got a couple of massage guns. 2 different kinds. Travis, what is up, Travis? You ain't got the body of a 93-year-old bouncing around like a young feller. Travis has so much energy, makes me sick. Oh, I show y'all, for y'all who didn't see earlier, I was graced with this in the mail today. Orange camo ghost leather from Matt over at Knife Crazy. Don't that pretty? And then went ahead and put my single blade warning in there. We got to throw a knife every now and then to keep it a knife channel, right? Just every now and then, let's keep it real. We can have therapy, but we got to show a knife too. See, I watched a while of his live. I guess I didn't watch far enough. Or is this what he started in the beginning of the live? Maybe it was. I don't remember. I was chatting with him, but I was chatting. I wasn't really like paying attention to the leather, I guess. Cool beans. Oh, he just showed the leather. Gotcha. Yeah, I guess I didn't even pay attention to it. That he had the orange camo. I told him earlier when he was on, I said, for us dog fans, the orange is kind of hard to, yeah, but it's beautiful. And I've always thought the ghost leather was so cool. I had looked to buy some from Rocky Mountain Leather, but every time I look, it's sold out. Sean, I cannot relate to that, but my uncle, who's my pastor, has had both shoulders replaced. This one replaced twice. 5 total surgeries on it. Has had both knees replaced. Has had spinal fusion surgery. He's had, since 2006, he's had 25 or 26 surgeries. So, yeah. He can say that, at least, but I can't. Thankful. Knock on wood. Trevor, you'll be disappointed in me. Why would we be disappointed in you? Because you're so young? There was other young folks there. Crawford was there. I think Crawford's only 18 or 19. My uncle is only 53, Sean. Well, I mean, there's a lot of guys I haven't. I heard George was on a live with somebody, but I missed it. I don't remember who it was, so I haven't seen George. I don't know if Sean, I've seen his face on any of his videos. There's a lot of guys I haven't seen their face. Kevin from Alabama Knife and Tool, I didn't see his face till we did a video chat because he never shows his face on his channel. So there's a lot of guys, meet for the first time, be like, oh, that's who you are. Okay. Cheesy Moon, Mr. Patrick, when I met him, I didn't know what he looked like. But nah, you'll be good, Trevor. Age is just a number. Mario, shut up. Hey, this ain't Purdy. I can't make no money with this. Kevin. I remember when I used to shovel snow in Montana when I was in the Air Force. I hated shoveling snow. Absolutely hated it. Hey, Sean, but my beef with Mario, and I keep telling him, is he shared one video on Facebook of him singing at his church, and he's got a beautiful voice, and he don't never sing on his on his YouTube. Can you please stop telling people to shut up? Really? I think I said it once. Yeah, I mean, you're still young, Trevor, so you need to be careful. And definitely, since you know, get your folks' permission or whatever. Since you're a minor, yeah, people are sensitive. Y'all missed it, boy. Trevor was there. The trolls that came in on my live this afternoon. I mean, it was almost instantaneous. How many people was saying I was gay and I sleep with men and all? I mean, it was crazy. It was absolutely nuts. Okay, Greg, your wife sings. That's good. Well, dang, Sean. That is terrible. I would have to get in somebody's face if they said something like that to somebody. That is terrible. Man. Yeah, Travis, it was nuts. I mean, I thought it was funny, but it was terrible. I made Trevor a mod because he was well, Nate had jumped in right at the same time I made Trevor a mod. But yeah, it was nuts. Um, I don't know. I might be able to go back and see if I can get a screenshot of the lives of the comments. It was crazy. All right, Trevor, have a good one, bud. Yeah, trolls love me. They think I'm their king. At least I don't look like a troll. I don't know. I would never be that way with people though. Even if if I was like legitimately somebody I didn't like, I just wouldn't watch. Um, but right now, Ian, it's in the 60s, I think. My watch is charging, so if I well, you have the temperature. It was 59 this afternoon.
49.
Oh, it's dropped 49. My apologies. Hey Mario, ain't nothing wrong with that, bud. Yes, sir, George, on the first live today, the first one that was cut short. No, maybe it was the second one. There was the second live, the one that went for about an hour. Right when it started, I mean, they came in hot and heavy. But Mario, I took off last Wednesday from church because I'm the only worship leader. Our piano player, if I can't be there, will fill in, and he'll do it from the piano. But I hate doing that to him because that's a lot trying to sing and play, and then make sure you get announcements done and call somebody up to pray and make sure offering all that stuff. So I've went to church not feeling well. No, not if I'm contagious. I don't do that. I got more sense than that. But we just don't have anybody else. So for 5 years, I mean, you could probably say 10 times or less I've missed total in 5 years. Um, but sometimes you got to take care of yourself. And I'm also a trustee. I'm also the head audio video tech guy. I don't do it anymore up there, like run it, because I'm leading worship. But if something has to be fixed, if something has to be done, something needs to be installed, purchased, whatever, I'm the guy. So I totally get it. Yeah, George, that's what I'm talking about. That's funny, Travis. Somebody said that earlier that they must have just woken up or something. Y'all forgive me. I'm gonna readjust, get a little more comfy. There we go. Oh, Mario, I honestly didn't see the hike video. I'll have to go. Is that recent? Our church, if everybody's there, Greg, runs let's say 170. If everybody shows up. I mean, we've had 2 new families in the past month or so. Our church is almost 50-50 black white. It is legitimately from the bottom of my heart awesome. I absolutely love it. We had an influx of people from the Congolese, back in 2021, 2021 or 2020. I forget. 2020 maybe the fall of 2020. And they've had more people come, more family, and their families are growing, having kids. And then we just had the two new families, and I'm not sure if they're from the Congo or they're from Ghana. Um, but yeah, I absolutely love it. So like my pastor is my uncle. Um, our piano player and our lead guitarist and our acoustic guitarist are all Congolese. The acoustic guitarist is our other minister under our pastor. Our bass player, who also plays trumpet, is from Ghana. Our drummer is from here locally. They tease him, they call him the little drummer boy. And then our piano player, she's from Jamaica. We are a very diverse church, and it's just not.
Organ, not piano.
What did I said? Piano, organ. I'm sorry, organ, old school, Hammond, C3. Um, yeah, we are very blessed to be very diverse. So many times you have black churches and white churches, and I don't agree with that. I don't think you're going to have segregation in heaven, so why should you have segregation down here? So, I've been in small churches though. I've worshiped in small churches. Um, Before my dad retired back in '01, our church ran probably less than 30. So I worship in small churches. Don't bother me none. Excuse me. And I can worship with anybody. Black church, white church, Hispanic church. I can't say all the Hispanic words, all the Spanish words. Uh, Paquito, Mario, Paquito. But I can worship with anybody. And I've never been to a Catholic mass, so I don't know how that is. But I mean, if I was invited, and I could go, I would go. I'm not gonna hate on what somebody else believes. Show love where I can.
You never went to mass.
Never went. I didn't like your family.
Oh, okay.
No, it was her grandma. Her grandma, God rest her soul. She didn't care for me too much, so I didn't want to go to church with her. But no, I never went. Her family was from a little bitty town in Montana called Power. Power Pro. I don't know. Power had 100 people, 200 people.
I don't know.
Yeah, small town. Yeah, the only time we ever went there though that they went to mass was Christmas. Like every Christmas they would do mass, but like even on Easter we wouldn't go up till after their Easter mass. So yeah, Dave, that's what I've heard. My uncle said he went to either a wedding or a funeral that was Catholic, and he said it was very long, a lot of up and down, up and down. Um, so that's a lot. Man, Mario, 1,000 people? Good grief. That's too many for me. I thought our church was a good size, but you compare it to 1,000, our church is tiny. I'd rather it be that way. Mm. Now I've been in some long church services. We're not a denomination. We're a lot of people were sleeping. I bet. Nobody even saw the bride and groom kiss. That's funny. But we're not denomination, but we're kind of Pentecostal based, apostolic. So I've been in some 4 and 5 hour long church services. I absolutely have. Dang, that church grew by that many in 8 years. I feel like that's a pretty strong growth. I mean, that's growing 100 a year. Yeah, so that's what ours is. We're non-denominational. It's Pentecostal based. We just don't report to any headquarters. Um, we believe in the holiness standards. The ladies wear skirts and dresses, no earrings. You know, we guys don't have long hair. I don't wear shorts. But even if I didn't believe that way, y'all don't want to see my legs. So some churches can be that way, George, and it's very sad. Growing up, my dad's church was that way. I'm not saying my dad was, but we had a lot of people who were just playing church. So yeah. Where you at, Greg? Where y'all? Where you from? Yeah, Sean, I will. Once I get it built, I'll video it and show how it goes together and everything. Because if I can get it the way I've got it designed in my head, if it'll work right, I'll be able to ship it unassembled, and then you can put it together. Just it'll be with magnets, is what I'm hoping. Um, so yeah, that's my plan. If the Lord will let it work out. Well, I hope you at least got shorts on, Billy. Indiana. I know people in Indiana, I think. Yeah, I know people up around Jeffersonville. I got a. I don't really know him that well. We've talked a little bit. He's got a church there in Jeffersonville called Church. I think it's called Church of the Open Door. Nathan Bryant is his name, the pastor. Oh yeah, Jensen. He's over in Gainesville. Yeah. He can play the saxophone, man. He can absolutely tear that saxophone up. Excuse me. Yeah, he's about an hour. I guess it's probably an hour and a half from me. See you, sheepdog. Have a good one, buddy. And there's somebody else in Indiana I know too, Greg, but I just can't think of the area. But yeah, I don't think I've ever been to Indiana. I don't guess. I don't think I've been to any of them. Ohio, Indiana, Illinois. I don't think I've been higher than Kentucky. Except I went to Virginia a couple of years ago. But yeah. And there's a lot of YouTubers that are from Indiana and Ohio, Michigan, all that area. He ain't missing nothing much. Hmm. Oh, okay, Travis. I didn't know he did one. I don't follow him, so I didn't know. I really don't know much about him. I just know I've got some of his music on my phone because I love his saxophone. I forget the name of the album, but it's a black and red cover. I think, what's the church called? I can almost tell you. Can't remember the name of the church. But yeah. My uncle likes to go hunting in Illinois. I know that's not Indiana, but he's had some big deer he's taken in Illinois. Call them corn fed deer. I need to get me some antler. That guy in my church was gonna bring me some, and then didn't go to church that day. So I need to get with him about getting some antler. They're not outlawed here, Ian. I just have not wanted to pay that money for one. So I don't have any suppressors right now. I don't know who Joey Hyde is, Greg, but Mario might know this guy. His name is Luis Lindsay, Luislenzi. He's a Christian saxophone player. I mean, phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I found him back when I was working in the movies, when I was using Pandora radio on my phone before Apple Music, iTunes, whatever it's called. And man, the man can kill a song on the saxophone. So talented. I don't know if he's still making music or not. You ought to check him out, Mario. If you like a saxophone, you need to check out Luis Lindsay. He is phenomenal. He does How Great Is Our God, that Chris Tomlin song, man. And it's all he has one or two songs that have some Spanish singing in it, but it's almost all instrumental. Man, fantastic. Very, very good. Yeah, I love a saxophone. We got a kid in our church who plays really well, but he's just scared to get up on the platform and play with everybody. So our trumpet player has started teaching some of the younger kids music and stuff. So training the younger generation, help them not be scared to get up there and stuff. So, well, that's cool, Mario. I play the radio, I get static. That's my dad's old joke. Excuse me. Oh, yes, sir, George. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very much so. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And my son, he's 17, about to be 18. He is taken after me, and he likes the same kind of music I do. Except for he likes, like scores, John Williams and stuff from different movies. But yeah, like Petra, DeGarmo and Key, Mylon Lefevre and Broken Heart, all those, absolutely. Striper, yep. He's not so much into the heavier stuff, but I've liked Striper. There's a local band here in Georgia from Athens called Theocracy. Very good. Matt Smith is the lead singer. When he first started the band on his first EP or whatever, he did everything. He played every instrument and did all the singing. Very, very good. They've got a song called Mirror of Souls that's like 23 minutes long, and it is a journey. It is a musical journey of highs and lows and rhythm changes. I mean, it is just fantastic. Yeah, I like Brandon Lake. We sing Gratitude at our church, and we're going to learn Graves in the Gardens and Praise. Yep. Carmen from the 90s, loved Carmen. Big Tent Revival, Audio Adrenaline. Excuse me. Old Newsboys, before Michael Tate, when it was Peter Furler, DC Talk, PFR, Third Day. Man, go back to the 70s, Sweet Comfort Band with Brian Duncan. Travis was on the drum line. Did you play the snare? Is that what the drum line means? But yeah, I love the 90s Christian music. To me, was the best. Some of the new stuff is good, but Phillips, Craig and Dean, Stephen Curtis Chapman, they're like tops for me. You just can't beat it. You trying to say Henson's Southern Gospel? Steve Green. Oh, my son loves Steve Green, man. Yes. Oh yeah, Henson's. Greg, I grew up with my mama having one of them record players in the living room that you could stack the records on it, and it would play one, finish it, drop it, play the next one. So Rambo's, Happy Goodman's, Henson's, Hemp Hills, all those. Statesman. I don't know if she listened to them, but I've listened to Statesman. Yeah, I grew up on all the Southern Gospel stuff. I mean, we're a Southern Gospel church, but probably I love the Hensons. But an overall favorite Southern Gospel group was probably Charles Johnson and the Revivers from North Carolina. That might be my favorite Southern Gospel group of all time. The original Charles Johnson, Daryl Luster, and Ricky Luster. That was my jam right there. March cymbals, freshman, then bass 3, a sophomore, then snare. So Travis, what you're telling me is you're a white boy with some rhythm. You are a dying breed, young man. There's not a lot of you. Oh man. I could never play drums. Now, if all I had to do was hands or just feet, I could. But trying to do hands and feet, I can't get all four going at one time. I just can't do them. Oh man, George, that was so good. That's probably my favorite live ever, just because of that gospel music. Probably my favorite live ever. Oh, and they were doing their live tonight, and I forgot about it. Oh well. Got a little boom boom in you, Travis. Mike was banging one night. She put a load in the washer. She was so mad. Dave, you're something else. Dave is a pot stirrer, as James would say. Oh man. They never did get Just a Closer Walk with Thee for you, Mario. And after church ended last night, I realized I forgot to sing it last night. I was like, oh, I told Mario I was going to sing it, and I forgot. So I got to remember it Sunday. I hope I can remember it Sunday.
The note in your eye.
But I don't look at the notes in my iPad. I have notes that are still sitting there since January 30th that I haven't done anything with because I just forget. I know, I suck. She just said, oh man. Man. Yeah, I enjoy that. Seth, boy, he can pick that guitar. Like, I thought Preacher Billy was kidding when that one guy, Colton's like, I want to challenge you on the guitar. And Preacher's like, no, you don't. No, you don't want to. And then I saw Seth go to town on that one. I forget what song it was. It might have been a Dillard's bluegrass song. I was like, oh, yeah, yeah. Seth knows what he's doing. Because, like, our guitar player is one of the best I've ever seen. Enoch. Excuse me. But, boy, Seth was killing that acoustic, man. Look, Mario. I have the reminders set, right? And then I'll see them and don't do anything about them. So can y'all see that? How long they've been sitting there? Because I forget. It's like a talkback mic they want me to hook up at church. You know, I gotta do the bass guitar. I did order, so I can actually check that off. I have to put a reminder in to clock in every day. Um, crazy. Yeah, go ahead and laugh it up. Chuckles. I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. I'm forgetful as all get out. I really am. Oh man. Yeah, if they would do more lives, but I understand, they got families and businesses and all that too. So, and Seth's a pastor and Billy's a pastor, so they're both pastors. So they definitely have full schedules for sure. And I know Preacher Billy, he goes and travels and does meetings too. So I don't know if Seth does, but I know Preacher Billy does. Feel weird calling him preacher. I should call him Pastor Billy, but everybody calls him preacher. But yeah, that was really fun the other night. The only thing I would like is I wish they would have it mic'd in a way that we could hear it a little better. Um, but other than that, yeah, when I talked, I don't think it was till on one of my lives when Seth and I were talking, and he said he was a pastor. I didn't realize he was a pastor. I knew his dad was, but then he said he was too. I was like, oh. And then their churches are like 2 hours apart, if I understood him correctly. And then he runs what you call it, heat and air business. And then, his daddy runs the knife place. And Seth said he don't make any money out of the knife place himself. He said he just does it because he loves it. I was like, I take my hat off to you for real. That's a lot. And then the other guys go in there too. Bobby. I think Bobby is his uncle or something. Because at least they all treat each other like family. So I don't know. Here comes Chris again. Chris just sneaking in and out. Chris, is there a whole bunch of other lives going and you're bouncing around? Is that what it is? I feel bad that Mike had that live, but I'd already had this one scheduled, so I told him, I was like, go ahead, you ain't gonna hurt my feelings none, but I wasn't gonna change. Well, we'll forgive you. Wonder what Mike's working on tonight. I didn't even pay attention. A few minutes I was in there. Probably leather. Probably. I gotta get Antler though, because he's gonna do that custom knife for me with Antler. Gotta get some Antler. Get it sent to him. Oh no, give it to him and he'll be down here next week. Which means I gotta finish his stitching pony. I'm gonna be busy. Smith and Sons blade in my wallet. What the heck is that? Oh, you said he's tooling a new slip. Okay. What is a Smith and Sons blade, Mario? Man, it's already been an hour and 40 minutes. We're gonna be getting off here in a few minutes then, for real. Got two old Rough Rider Stockmans coming through with the horseshoe stamp. Nice. Oh, he said in his life. I thought he said in his wallet. Oh, he does say Smith and Sons blade in my life. He must have meant Smith and Wesson. I got some Smith and Wessons you can have if you want them. Oh no, he means Smith and Sons. All right, I'm gonna have to look that up. Smith and Sons. Mario, you know what I've been looking at? Pena. I was looking at Pena yesterday, I think it was, at his X series. Some good looking knives, man. Yeah, we talking knives. Mario's talking about Smith and Sons, and I was talking about Pena. We always got to throw some knives in there. Okay, I knew Rosecraft wouldn't deliver to Canada. I didn't know Chicago wouldn't. Oh, yeah, Mario, I can't afford Pena. I just like looking at them. I just like looking. I know there's somebody in this chat, I won't say who because I don't want to blast, but somebody in this chat is not a fan of Chicago Knife Works. But I won't throw no shade. I don't pay attention to news, Dave. Did Trudeau step down? I heard y'all, I saw y'all talking about it for a couple weeks there, but I hadn't heard nothing in a week or two, and I don't watch the news because it's just, I don't watch the news. ESPN, only news I'd really care for anymore. He's pretending to? Oh, Lord. Yeah, well, I don't watch TV. If I see any news, it's what comes up on YouTube or social media. Half of that you can't believe. Mario, is this Pena you're talking about? I mean, 10 customs. Oh, each. Never mind. I was about to say 150 each ain't bad for a custom. Hey, Patrick, how you doing, brother? 1,500 for a custom. You better check my pulse. If you hear that Bubba spent that kind of money on a knife, you know that I have been embodied by an alien or something. That tweren't me. Tweren't me. Well, Dave, I hope that stuff gets worked out for y'all, brother. So who can y'all get knives from? Because you probably can't get them from Smoky Mountain then either, can you? It's ridiculous. That's me right there, Chris. There will be signs. There will be signs. Because legit, if I were to win, I'd be taking care of a lot of people I like. You know what I mean? I would take care of my family, get everything paid off, get the house we need, yada yada. But I will be taking care of people. There will be a lot of packages headed to a lot of people. You know what? There probably won't be because I'll probably will quit my job and I'll probably be driving and across this country and hand delivering packages to some of my brothers. That's what I'd be doing. Javier Garcia Customs. See, I wish them guys like that who did customs would do some less custom. I don't know how else to say it for a more affordable price, but it's still done by them. But maybe just a little less quality handles or something so we can afford. Um, yeah, I could be Bubba Claus. That is a knife I'm still looking for. I'd be Bubba Claus. Yeah, entry level. Thank you. That's what I was trying to say, Patrick. Entry level. Because that Pena knife that Mario has, it's not a custom, but it looks as nice as a custom. And that's probably what, Mario, $200, $300 knife? Excuse me. Indigestion tonight. 400. Mercy. For an import. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. Motorcycle. See, I'm problem I have with motorcycles is the other idiots on the road who don't notice the motorcycles. Because one day I was working for Rent-A-Center. I was in a box truck. I had just pulled out of our parking lot. I'm in the right lane. I look in the mirror. There's nobody there. I'm going 10 miles, 20 miles an hour maybe because I just pulled out. And I had the blinker. I looked. Nobody was there. I went to go over, and right as I'm going over, so he must have been behind me, and then came out around me, and almost hit the dude. And I probably would have been the one that got in trouble. So that's why I'm scared of motorcycles because other idiots don't pay attention. But touring the country, absolutely. I would absolutely love to. Patrick Trevor, I've got him on Instagram, but I don't have an address or anything for him. Um, Unfortunately, he's in all the lives. We've been messaging back and forth. We've chatted a bunch, but I don't have his info. That's true, Chris. I watched a video. It's an older video, and I think it's in Georgia, where this cop pulled over like 6 or 8 guys on crotch rockets, and he was screaming. He was so mad about the 12 phone calls he had got about their group, and they better call their buddy back who ran from them, and they're all getting citations. And if the buddy don't come back, they're all getting towed. And I get it. He's probably seen, he's probably had to scrape up, dead bikers off the road and stuff like that. So he's mad because they're being dumb and stupid. I totally get it. If I was going to get a bike, it'd be a big bike like a Harley or something. But I don't think a bike is in my future. Garcia has superlative. Man, I can't imagine $300 on a knife. Dang. I've seen them Vulcans. I have seen them Vulcan bikes. See right there, George. That's what I'm talking about. People pull out, they don't notice you. Yeah, and like then what's them Polaris slingshots and those? I don't like those either. I want a big old truck. I'm driving a small SUV now. I want a big old truck. Patrick. I have that problem, brother. I feel you. Oh, man. Harley Sportster 883. I don't know what that is. I don't know what they drove in Sons of Anarchy. They all had Harleys, but I don't know what models they were. It's almost 9 o'clock, so I think I'm about to get off here. Guys, been on here for almost 2 hours. It started off real slow, but ended up being pretty good. I appreciate everybody hanging out. I can't believe Dave got shot by an old man with a shotgun in the calf. Good grief. There probably would have been a dead old man on the ground. Just saying. Well, YouTube might ban me for saying that. I don't know how that works. Good grief. People are just nuts. Yeah, I'm curious too, Chris. Why, Dave? Did you make him go downstairs and think the washing machine was messed up? Dave's the reason they banned guns in Canada. Ah, boy, Dave would have a lot of people hating him for sure. It must be a really long story. He's typing still, I guess. That could have been it right there for real, Chris. That would have made a lot of sense. Or he had just dropped her off. Oh, just senile. Okay. Look, I love old people. I get along great with old people, elderly people. 9 times out of 10, like, I get along really well with them because I'm an old soul. I really am. But daggum, boy, some of them on the road, Lord have mercy. Get off the flipping road. Going 30, 35, and a 55. Which makes me want to pull my hair out. I got behind somebody today. I'm like, what are you doing? You didn't even know what lane they was trying to go in. I drove past them and I'm doing this the whole way. I hope they saw me mad. Oh man, real life. He was a character, wasn't he, in Gran Torino? Mercy. Blew my calf muscle right off. Man, I bet that hurts. I don't want no part of that. Don't. If you ever move to United States, Dave, don't bring none of that bad juju with you. Man. You mean senile people, Mario? Chris gonna be cooler beer on the porch. Get out my garbage. Get out my yard. I want to live. Who is it? Is it Terry? Lives like a mile and a half from his closest neighbor. That's what I'm talking about. Where if somebody comes to your house, they're either lost or they're supposed to be there. They're not just driving by. That's what I'm talking about. Long driveway where I can see them coming. Have time to get prepared to defend myself if I have to. Oh, the snowbirds, yeah. Dang. That's funny. Yeah, Dave, I figure there's probably a lot of people I know have a lot of stories to tell. And we're all just getting to know each other, so I'm sure we'll get plenty of stories over the next however long we're all doing this together. So look forward to more stories from everybody. Y'all, I'm gonna get off here. Been 2 hours, so over 40. Got to go to the bathroom. Get ready for bed, so I can get up early and do it all again tomorrow. But I appreciate everybody. For those of you who have sweethearts, y'all be nice to them and extra sweet to them tomorrow for Valentine's Day. Hope y'all get a good night's rest. Pray the Lord be good to you. Y'all be safe. God bless you.